Hi guys! Welcome sa Engineered Math Channel. So, ang topic natin ngayon is for differential calculus, which is about infinite limits. So, meron na tayong previous videos about two-sided limits and one-sided limits. So, kung hindi nyo pa yun napapanood, ililink ko na lang sa description para panoorin nyo muna para at least may idea na kayo or background dito sa lesson natin na infinite limits. Kasi yung mga concepts din doon sa two-sided at one-sided limits na video ko is ma-apply natin dito. Okay, so ano ba yung infinite limits? So, ang ibig sabihin nito, yung magiging value ng limit natin is positive or negative infinity. Sabihin, palaki ng palaki in the positive direction and palaki ng palaki in the negative direction or palit ng paliit kapag negative infinity. Okay, so ano yung mahalagang formula na pwede natin gamitin kapag infinite limits? So, tandaan nyo to, theorem or formula. So, if R is any positive integer, then limit of 1 over x to the r as x approaches 0 from the right. So, kapag may plus sign, ibig sabihin, from the right, right-hand limit. So, naturo ko na to sa one-sided limit, di ba? It is equal to positive infinity. And 2, limit of 1 over x to the r as x approaches 0 from the left kasi may minus sign. So, left-hand limit naman yan. So, pwede siyang excuse me, negative infinity if r is odd and positive infinity if r is even. Okay, so kapag meron kang fraction tapos yung denominator mo is nag-a-approach siya sa 0 kasi yung x is approaching 0 na naka-raise sa r, yung r is any positive integer. Kapag from the right, ibig sabihin ina-approach ni x is 0 through values greater than 0. So, pwedeng 0.000001, diba? Tapos, ni-raise mo pa yon sa r na positive integer, mag-a-approach yon sa infinity. Okay, kahit itry nyo sa calcu. So, 1 over, let's say, 0.0, kahit nga walang raise to the r 0.0001 lang. Positive. Diba? 0.001. Ang magiging value niyan is pataas ng pataas. So, habang dadagdagan nyo pa ng dadagdagan ng 0, mas palaki pa ng palaki. Okay? So, pag naka-raise pa yan sa r, mas lalong mag-a-approach pa to infinity, di ba? So, dito naman, kapag limit of 1 over x to the r as x approaches 0 from the left, so dapat mag-a-approach sa 0 through negative values. Okay? So, pwede nyo lagyan ng negative. Okay? Negative sign. Kasi, pag left-hand limit na tayo, approaching 0 through values less than 0. Diba? So, kapag Niraise pa natin ito sa exponent r. Sige, babaan na lang natin. Let's say 0.0001. 0.01. Let's say, niraise ko siya sa cubed. Kaya ba to cubed? Okay. Kapag cube, ibig sabihin yung r natin is add. So, ano yung ma-approach niyang value? Negative infinity. Okay? Kasi nga, yung base mo is negative, tas niraise mo sa add exponent, magiging negative tong denominator. Okay? Kapag r is even naman, let's say, sige, squared. Positive infinity, di ba? So, kapag dinagdagan mo pa yan ng 0, mas lalaki lang din yung value. Okay, palaki ng palaki. So, yun lang yung ibig sabihin nito. Basta kapag kinukuha nyo yung limit ng isang expression, particularly rational expression, na yung denominator niya is nag-a-approach sa 0, either from the right or from the left, through values greater than 0 or less than 0, tapos yung numerator niya is just a constant, hindi 0. Ang possible na sagot dun sa limit is either positive or negative infinity. Pero kapag 0, 0 over 0, hindi pwedeng mag-infinite limit yon. Kasi, di ba sa two-sided limit, it is indeterminate. Okay? So, hindi to magiging infinite limits. Kailangan constant yung numerator, C, over approaching 0 either from the right or from the left para maging positive or negative infinity. So kapag nag-0 over 0, ima-manipulate pa natin. Pwedeng simplification or rationalization. Naturo ko yon sa two-sided limits, di ba? So maganda nga napanood nyo na yung video ko sa two-sided limits saka one-sided limits para makakasabay kayo ngayon. Okay? Link ko na lang sa description yung mga past video tutorials ko, pati yung pinaka-playlist ng differential calculus. So para ma-illustrate na natin itong concept ng infinite limits, mag-solve na tayo ng problems. Okay. Evaluate the following limits. Evaluate the following limits. So number 1, limit of t plus 2 over t squared minus 4 as t approaches 2 from the right. Okay? So, right-hand limit. Ibig sabihin, approaching tayo yung values nung t approaching 2 from the right. Close sa 2 but true values greater than 2. So, pwede nyo munang i-substitute. Try nyong i-substitute yung mismong 2 sa mga t kung magiging defined. Okay? Or actually, kung pwede nyo nang i-simplify nyo na. Kapag sinimplify natin, pwede pa tong mas-simplify, di ba? Kasi, ifa-factor lang muna natin yung denominator. Mas okay kung mas-simplify nyo na agad para mas madali nyong makita yung value ng limit. So, dito sa denominator, pwede nating i-factor using difference of two squares. Gagawin nyo lang siyang t square minus 2 square, diba? Yung 4. So, paano i-factor yung difference of two squares? Bale, t plus 2, t minus 2. Algebra. So, meron ba tayong makakancel? Si t plus 2, right? So, therefore, ang matitira na lang is limit ng 1 na lang yung numerator over t minus 2. And then limit as t approaches 2 from the right. So, pwede nyo na ngayong i-direct sub yung 2. Mas maganda kung nakasimplify na siya. So, sa numerator, copy nyo lang 1 over. So, substitute nyo yung 2 sa t. 2 minus 2. So, bale, 1 over 0. Hindi to talaga 0 kasi yung t natin is nag-a-approach lang sa 2. Ibig sabihin, may value yan, hindi yan 0. Close lang sa 0. So, approaching 0 ba to from the right or from the left? So, pwede nyong lagyan ng symbol. 0 positive kapag approaching 0 from the right or 0 negative kapag approaching 0 from the left. Ibig sabihin, kapag from the left, true negative values. Kapag from the right, plus true positive values. So, di ba dahil yung ina-approach nating value ng t is close enough sa 2, but greater than 2. So, let's say mag-assign kayo ng value na pwedeng t is 2.01. 2.01 or 2.00001. The more 0, the better. So, kapag sinubstitute nyo ngayon yan dito, 2.00001 minus 2, edi magiging over, hindi siya talaga 0, but 0.00001. Ibig sabihin, approaching 0 through positive, di ba? So, lagyan nyo na lang approaching 0 through positive. So, pwede ba siyang mag-infinite limit base dito sa theorem? Yes, kasi yung numerator nyo is a constant, which is a given 1, tapos yung denominator is approaching 0. So, automatic infinite limit to. Pero, i-check nyo yung sign, positive or negative infinity. Application ng division of integers, yung rules. Positive yung taas divided by positive yung baba kasi approaching 0 through positive values, edi positive. Positive divided by positive, positive. So, ang sagot is positive infinity. Okay? Okay, next. Number 2. Limit of negative t plus 2 over t minus 2 cubed as t approaches 2 from the left naman. Kasi may minus sign. Ibig sabihin, ina-approach naman si 2 through values less than 2. Let's say, pwede kayong mag-assign ng t as 2.9999, mali, 1.99999. Diba? Basta close sa 2 but less than 2 kasi from the left. So, kung pwede nyo munang i-simplify muna natin. Pwede ba tayong mag-cancel dito? Etong taas muna, 'di ba, negative t plus 2, pwede natin yang gawing 2 minus t by commutative property of addition. Pinagbaliktad ko lang. Or, para may makancel tayo na sa denominator kasi t minus 2 yan, i-factor out nyo yung negative neto. Etong numerator. Sige, i-factor out ko na lang yung negative 1 dito sa numerator. Bale, negative t divided by negative 1, positive t. And then positive 2 divided by negative 1, negative 2. Over t minus 2 cubed. Limit as t approaches 2 from the left. So, pwede nyo nang makancel itong t minus 2. Okay? Na isa. Tapos, yung cube magiging, ano na lang to, squared. Squared na lang. So, ang magiging expression natin is limit ng negative 1 sa numerator over t minus 2 squared. Limit as t approaches 2 from the left. Okay? So, kapag sinubstitute nyo na yung 2 sa t, bale magiging negative 1 over 2 minus 2. So, from the left to squared. So, magzi-0. Mag-a-approach sa 0 kasi 2 minus 2, 0. Tapos i-square mo pa. Pero, ano yung magiging sign? Approaching 0 through positive or approaching 0 through negative? So, dito muna, kapag chinek nyo, kapag nag-assign kayo ng value na kanina, ano na-assign ko? 1.999 or sige, kahit 1.9 na lang. So, 1.9 minus 2, negative yun, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, approaching 0 through negative yung denominator. Kaso, in-square mo eh. So, negative, tapos in-square mo, magiging positive na siya. Approaching 0 through positive na siya. Diba? So, kanina kung, sige, 1.9999 minus 2, negative. Pag in-square mo yan, magiging approaching positive, magiging positive na siya. Approaching 0 through positive. Okay, so kapag may constant na tayo sa numerator, tapos approaching 0 yung denominator, pwedeng maging infinite limit yan. Diba? Pero ang tanong is ano yung sign? Positive or negative infinity? So, division rule ulit. Sa numerator, negative, divided by, sa denominator, positive, negative divided by positive, negative. So, negative infinity. Gets? Okay. Next. Number 3 na tayo. For number 3, limit of t plus 2 over t squared minus 4 as t approaches to from the left. So, from the left kasi minus. Simplify muna natin kung pwedeng masimplify. Para lang din tong yung 1, di ba? So, kapag finactor out nyo yung denominator, difference of two squares, bale limit of t plus 2 over t minus 2 times t plus 2, factored form neto, then limit as t approaches negative 2, approaches to from the left. So, makakancel si t plus 2. So, matitira na lang is limit ng, so 1 na lang tong numerator. 1 over t minus 2 as t approaches to from the left. So, pwede nyo nang i-direct sub na lang yung 2 sa t. Bale, 1 over 2 from the left minus 2. So, magzi-0 yan. 2 minus 2, mag-a-approach yan sa 0. Pero, anong sign? Plus or minus? Diba dahil from the left tayo, ang pwede mong i-assign na value is 1.999999999. Kapag sinubtract mo yon 1.9999999 minus 2, approaching 0 through negative, di ba? Kasi mas mababa yung 1.999 sa 2. So, approaching 0 yan through negative values. So, possible bang magka-infinite limit? Yes, kasi constant yung numerator tapos approaching 0 yung denominator. So, infinite limit yan. Pero anong sign? Positive or negative? So, rule of integers. So, positive yung numerator divided by negative yung denominator. Positive divided by negative. Negative. So, negative infinity. Okay, next. Problem number 4. limit of the square root of 3 plus x squared over x as x approaches 0 from the right. So from the right, ibig sabihin, approaching 0 through values greater than 0. Let's say 0.00001, di ba? So, sa denominator, automatic mag-aano siya. Pag sinubstitute nyo, pwede nyong i-substitute na direkta si 0 sa x. Sa numerator, walang problema. So, square root of 3 plus 0 squared over, so, x lang naman yung denominator. So, direct substitute nyo na agad yung 0 approaching from the right. Approaching 0 from the right. So, magiging square root of 3 plus 0 square, square root of 3 na lang over approaching 0 from the right. So, pwede ba siyang magkaroon ng infinite limit? Yes, kasi constant yung numerator tapos approaching 0 yung denominator. So, infinite limit yan. Pero anong sign? Positive or negative? So, check nyo. Positive divided by positive, positive. So, positive infinity. Okay, next. Number 5. Limit of the square root of 3 plus x squared over x squared as x approaches 0. Okay, so two-sided limit yan. Ngayon, wala kang plus and minus, di ba? Pag two-sided limit, walang plus minus. So, paano pag two-sided limit? Pwede mong itry yung right hand tsaka left hand. Pero, kung ipa-plug in nyo yung 0 dito sa denominator, kahit pa gawin nyo yung 0 from the right or from the left, naka-square kasi siya eh. Diba? So, magiging approaching 0 through positive pa rin. Kahit pag negative mo yan, i-square mo eh. So, magiging 0 positive pa rin. And, okay, ayan, ganun lang din kung kapag 0 positive, diba? Pag ni-square mo, positive pa rin. So, both ways, bale, pwede nyo na lang i-direct sub yung 0 sa x. So, 3 plus 0 squared over ito automatic 0 positive kasi naka-square kahit from the right or from the left pa siya. So, mag-exist yung two-sided limits niyan. Pareho sila. So, bale, square root of 3 na lang to over 0 positive. Which is infinite limit kasi constant yung numerator, denominator is approaching 0. So, anong sign? Positive or negative? Check nyo, positive yung numerator divided by positive yung denominator. Positive divided by positive. Positive. So, positive infinity. Okay, next. Number 6. Limit of the square root of x squared minus 9 over x minus 3 as x approaches 3 from the right. So, right-hand limit, ina-approach ni x si 3 through values greater than 3. So, pwede nyong i-assign x is 3.00001. Okay, so kapag dinirect sub nyo yan, kapag dinirect sub nyo si 3, bale, square root ng 3 squared minus 9 over 3 positive minus 3. So, square root ng 3 squared 9 minus 9. Ito, mag-a-approach to the 0 through what values? Kasi ano eh, mas malaki dapat sa 3. Ito, 3.00001 minus 3. Positive, di ba? Positive 0.00001. So, approaching 0 through positive values. Eh kaso sa numerator nyo, square root nung 9 minus 9, 0. So, pwede ba yung mag-infinite limit? Bawal. Kasi 'di ba sabi ko, dapat yung numerator is constant. Kasi kapag nag-0 over 0, parang ano na yan, yung two-sided limit na indeterminate. So, hindi to infinite limit kapag dinirect sub nyo. Kasi indeterminate. Hindi pwede. So, pag naka-encounter ng indeterminate, parang sa two-sided limits, ima-manipulate muna natin. So, may radical tayo. Actually, kahit hindi na ito i-rationalize, i-factor na lang natin. So, gagawin ko, if-factor out ko yung numerator, yung nasa loob ng square root, gagawin ko siyang difference of two squares. Yung x square minus 9. So, pwede siyang isulat as x squared minus 3 squared. So, therefore, ang factored form niyan is ng x squared minus 3 squared using difference of 2 square is x plus 3 times x minus 3. Then, over x minus 3, limit as x approaches 3 from the right. Tapos, pwede nyo ngayong paghiwalayin, i-separate itong product factor sa radical. Paghihiwalayin natin, gagawin kong square root of x plus 3 times square root of x minus 3. So, pwede yon kasi kapag meron kayong nth root ng x, y, pwede siyang nth root ng x times nth root ng y. And limit over x minus 3 as x approaches 3 from the right. So, pwede nyo ngayon tong i-simplify kasi same base. Bale, gagawin nyo lang fractional exponent ito. Yung square root, di ba? Kapag fractional exponent nyo yung square root, raise siya sa 1/2. So, by division law of exponent, same base tayo na x minus 3, x to the m over x to the n, it's equal to x to the m minus n, provided that x is not equal to 0. So, masisimplify yan by subtracting the exponent. So, magiging limit ng square root of x plus 3 and then times x minus 3. So, isusubtract nyo exponent ng numerator 1/2 minus exponent ng denominator. Yung x minus 3 may invisible exponent yan na 1. Diba? So, minus 1 exponent ng denominator. Then, limit as x approaches 3 from the right. So, magiging limit ng square root of x plus 3, then times x minus 3, 1/2 raised to 1/2 minus 1, negative 1/2. X approaching 3 from the left. So, di ba pag may negative exponent, bababa yan sa denominator. X to the negative n is equal to 1 over x to the n. So, magiging limit ng square root of x plus 3 over x minus 3 raised to positive 1/2. Negative law of exponent. Limit as x approaches 3 from the right. Or gawin nyo na siyang square root ulit. Square root of x plus 3 over square root of x minus 3 as x approaches 3 from the right. So, try natin kapag sinubstitute na natin uli yung 3 sa x kung hindi na siya mag-0 over 0. Hindi na kasi magiging na yan square root of 3 plus 3 over square root of 3 positive minus 3. Bale, square root of 6 over square root of 0 positive. So, pag in-square root mo yan, 0 positive pa rin, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, pwede na tayong magkaroon ng infinite limit. Kasi constant na yung numerator, kanina kasi 0 eh. Tapos yung denominator mo is approaching 0. Ngayon, through positive values. So, ano yung sign? Check nyo, positive divided by positive. Positive infinity. Okay. Problem number 6. Next, problem number 7. Limit of the square root of 16 minus x squared over x minus 4 as x approaches 4 from the left. Ibig sabihin, approaching si x sa 4 through values, mali dito, less than 4. So, pwede nyong i-assign is 3.9999999 kasi less than 4 dapat from the left, di ba? So, kapag dinirect sub natin yan, yung 4, dito sa x, try natin kung pwedeng mag-infinite limit, hindi mag-0 over 0. So, 16 minus 4 squared over 4 from the left minus 4. So, square root ng 16 minus 16 over, so kapag 3.99999 kasi from the left, i-minus 4 mo, mag-a-approach yun sa 0 through negative values. Diba? Kaso sa numerator, magkakaroon ka ng square root ng 16 minus 16 or square root ng 0, 0. Pwede ba yung mag-infinite limit? Hindi, kasi nag-0 over 0. Kailangan pag infinite limit, constant yung numerator mo, tapos yung denominator is approaching 0. Either from the right or from the left. So, hindi to infinite limit. Indeterminate siya eh. So, parang sa two-sided limits, gagawa tayo ng paraan para ma-simplify or ma-manipulate yung expression. So, para lang din tong sa problem 6, ifa-factor ko lang yung nasa loob ng radical, yung square root. Using difference of two squares lang, right? So, 16, pwede siyang isulat as 4 squared minus x squared. So, ang factored form bale ng 4 squared minus x squared using difference of two square is 4 minus x times 4 plus x. Tapos, over x minus 4. Then, limit as x approaches 4 from the left. So, pwede uli nating paghiwalayin yung dalawang factor sa square root. So, pwedeng square root of 4 minus x times square root of 4 plus x over x minus 4. Then, limit as x approaches 4 from the left. So, pwede na ba natin tong ma-simplify? Hindi, kasi kailangan parehong 4 minus x, 4 minus x. So, para magpareho silang 4 minus x, etong x minus 4, i-factor out nyo muna yung negative. So, pag finactor out nyo yung negative sa denominator, magiging ano to? Negative x divided by negative 1, negative x, negative 4 divided by negative 1, positive 4. Or by commutative, pagbaliktarin mo, magiging 4 minus x. So, magiging same base na sila na 4 minus x. Pwede na nating ma-divide. Division law of exponent. So, gawin nyo lang tong raised to 1/2. Yung square root, fractional exponent raised to 1/2, diba? Tapos ito, exponent niya is 1. So, by division law of exponent, kakapin niyo yung base na 4 minus x and then raised to the difference ng exponent ng numerator 1/2 minus exponent ng denominator na 1 and then copy lang tong 4 plus square root of 4 plus x. But don't forget my over negative 1. Okay? Ito yung finactor out nating negative kanina. Sasama nyo yun. Then limit as x approaches 4 from the left. So magiging limit na to ng 4 minus x raised to 1/2 minus 1. Negative 1/2. Square root of 4 plus x over negative 1. Limit as x approaches 4 from the left. So, bababa yung 4 minus x kasi may negative exponent. Mapupunta siya sa denominator. So, bale, magiging limit ng square root of 4 plus x retain sa numerator yan. Tapos, bababa ito, 4 minus x raised to 1/2. tapos may -1 or gawin na lang negative sign. Limit as x approaches 4 from the left. Or kahit ibalik nyo na to to square root, yung raised to 1 up. Yan. So kapag etong negative, itaas ko na lang. Sige, taas ko na lang yung negative. Pwede yun. Okay, so magiging limit ng negative square root of 4 plus x over square root of 4 minus x as x approaches 4 from the left. So, kapag sinubstitute nyo na uli yung 4 sa mga x, bale, negative square root of 4 plus 4 over, so square root of 4 minus 4 from the left. Approaching 0 to through what values? So, di ba? 3.9999 kasi less than 4. So, 4 minus 3.99999. Positive, di ba? Approaching 0 through positive. So, negative square root of 4 plus 4, 8, over square root of 0, approaching 0 through positive values. So, kahit may square root yan, pwede nyo na lang siyang gawing approaching 0 through positive values. Okay? So, pwede na siyang infinite limit kasi constant na yung numerator mo, tapos yung denominator mo is approaching 0. Hindi na siya indeterminate. So, infinite na yung limit niyan. Pero anong sign? Positive or negative? So, check nyo, numerator is negative, divided by denominator is positive. So, negative divided by positive, negative. So, the answer is negative infinity. Okay, problem number 8. Limit of 1 over x minus 1 over x squared as x approaches 0 from the right. So, from the right, positive sign, ibig sabihin, ina-approach ni x si 0 through values greater than 0. Let's say 0.000001. Okay. So, kapag dinirect sub nyo yung 0 positive sa mga x, bale, 1 over 0 positive minus 1 over 0 positive squared. So, pwede tong infinite limit, di ba? Constant yung numerator, tapos approaching 0 yung denominator. Ano to? Positive infinity kasi positive divided by positive, positive. Eh dito naman sa 1 over 0 positive squared. So, infinite limit din. So, approaching, kahit naka-square to, kasi 0 positive tayo pag in-square mo, magsi-0 positive lang din yan, di ba? So, kaya infinite limit siya na positive. Kasi positive divided by positive, positive. So, pwede ba tanggapin ang sagot na infinity, positive infinity minus positive infinity? 0 ba yan ang sagot dyan? Bawal. Isa rin tong malito pag 0 sinagot nyo Isa rin siyang indeterminate. Indeterminate. Marami tayong indeterminate. Ano yung mga indeterminate ba natin? Diba yung 0 over 0, isa yon. Plus minus infinity over plus minus infinity. Ito yung infinity minus infinity, indeterminate yan. Tapos, positive infinity times 0, indeterminate. 0 raised to 0, indeterminate. Ano pa? Ano pa ba? Plus minus infinity raised to 0. Indeterminate din yan. And 1 raised to plus minus infinity. So, marami. Pag naka-encounter kayo ng ganitong sagot, hindi nyo pwedeng tanggapin na value ng limit. So, ngayon, ang na-encounter natin is ito. Infinity minus infinity. Yung kanina, 0 over 0. Diba? So, hindi pwedeng tanggapin. Kapag naka-encounter ng mga indeterminate, kapag nakaka-encounter ng mga indeterminate, ima-manipulate nyo yung given. Okay? Paano ima-manipulate kapag difference ng rational expression, algebraic? Ko-combine nyo lang as a single rational algebraic expression. So, yung natutunan nyo sa algebra, paano mag-subtract ng rational algebraic na ano sila, dissimilar kasi magkaiba yung denominator. Kukuhain nyo yung LCD. Ano yung LCD ng x tsaka x squared? So, common si x, so copy. Pero, anong mas pipiliin nyo? Yung mas maliit or yung mas malaking exponent? Palagi, yung mas malaki. So, squared. So, ito yung LCD. Tapos, gagawin nyo, LCD divided by x. Yung denominator mo na nung unang fraction, di x. Times the numerator 1, x times 1x. Then minus, copy yung operation sa gitna. LCD naman divided by the denominator ng second fraction, x squared divided by x squared, di 1, cancel. Times the numerator 1, 1 pa rin. Then limit as x approaches 0 from the right. So, pwede nyo ngayong i-direct sub yung 0 sa x. So, 0 positive minus 1, or kahit 0 na lang to, over 0 positive squared. So, magiging numerator niya na is negative 1 over 0 positive squared, magiging 0 positive pa rin, di ba? So, ayan, hindi na siya indeterminate. Infinite limit na yan kasi constant na yung numerator mo, tapos yung denominator mo is approaching 0 through positive values. Okay? Pero anong sign ng infinity? Positive or negative? So, negative yung numerator divided by positive yung denominator. Negative divided by positive. Negative. So, this should be negative infinity. Okay, next. Number, ano na tayo? Number 9. Limit of x squared minus 3 over x cubed plus x squared as x approaches 0 from the right. So, simplify muna natin kung pwedeng ma-simplify. Sa numerator, wala na siya. Hindi nyo siya ma-factor. Kasi hindi naman perfect square si 3 eh. So, leave nyo na lang siya as is. X squared minus 3. Pero sa baba, pwede nyo yung i-factor si x squared, common monomial factoring. Right? So, x squared times x cubed divided by x squared, x plus x squared divided by x squared, 1. Then limit as x approaches 0 from the right. So kapag from the right, approaching 0, true values greater than 0. Let's say 0.000001, di ba? So pag dinirect sub nyo ngayon si 0 sa mga x, dito sa expression, bale, 0 squared minus 3 over 0 positive squared, and then 0 positive plus 1. So, 0 squared minus 3, negative 3. Over, so 0 plus 1, positive 1, times 0 approaching, 0 positive, approaching 0 through positive in square mo, positive 9 square mo, positive pa rin. Approaching 0 through positive, di ba? Ito times 1 lang naman to, so 0 times 1, 0 positive pa rin. So, pwede ba siyang mag-infinite limit? Pwede, kasi constant yung numerator, tapos approaching 0 yung denominator. So, infinite ang sagot dyan. Pero anong sign? Positive or negative? Check nyo, numerator, negative, divided by denominator, positive. So, negative divided by positive, negative. Infinity. Next, number 10. Okay, limit of 1 over s minus 2 minus 3 over s squared minus 4 as s approaches to from the left. So, pag from the left, ibig sabihin, approaching to true values less than 2. So, let's say, assign ka ng S na 1.999999. Okay? So, kapag dinirect sub nyo dito si 2 sa S, eto, factor ko muna tong S squared minus 4 para mas madali nyo ma-determine kung approaching 0 from the right or from the left. So, i-difference of 2 squares lang tong S squared minus 4. Kasi pwede siyang S squared minus 2 squared, di ba? So, ang factored form niyan is S plus 2, S minus 2. Then, limit as S approaches to from the left. So, pwede nyong i-direct sub ngayon yung S na 2 from the left. So, 1 over 2 from the left minus 2. Then, minus 3 over 2 from the left plus 2. And then 2 from the left minus 2. So, 1 over, so magzi-0 yan. 2 minus 2, di ba? Pero, from the left or from the right? Kasi, ang value natin dapat ng S is, from the left yung 2, so 2, pwedeng 1.9999999. Di ba? 1.99999 minus 2. Di approaching 0 through negative values. Okay. Tapos dito naman, minus 3 over, so, approaching 2 from the left plus 2, so 4 pa rin yan. Hindi magsi-0. Pwede nyo na lang i-add. Tapos dito nga, approaching 0 from the left. Parang dito, 2 from the left minus 2 is approaching 0 from the left. So, magiging 4 times 0 from the left, edi 0 from the left pa rin. Diba? So, kapag kinuha natin yung limit, eto, pwede ba tong infinite limit? Yes, kasi constant yung numerator, tapos approaching 0 yung denominator. Anong sign? Positive divided by negative. Negative infinity. And then minus, eto, pwede bang infinite limit yan? Yes, kasi constant yung numerator, tapos approaching 0 yung denominator. Anong sign? Positive divided by negative. Negative. Okay, kapag sinimplify nyo, negative infinity, negative times negative, magiging positive infinity. So, by commutative, pwede nyong pagbaliktarin, positive infinity minus infinity. Diba indeterminate yan? Hindi yan 0. So, parang sa problem 9. 9 ba? Or ano? 8 pala. So, nagkaroon tayo ng infinity minus infinity. So, hindi pwedeng tanggapin as the value of the limit. I-combine natin as a single. Indeterminate kasi ito eh. Combine natin as a single rational algebraic expression. So, copy. So, hahanapin natin yung LCD. Diba ito is finactored na natin siya. So, kapag dissimilar fractions, ifa-factor nyo muna yung denominator. Yan. Para mahanap nyo yung LCD. Ano yung LCD ng S minus 2? 1 over S minus 2 and 3 over S minus 2 times S plus 2. Again, recall from your algebra. So, check nyo muna may common ba? Yes, si S minus 2 parehong meron dito sa first fraction tsaka sa second fraction. So, sulat nyo yun, S minus 2. Pero, lalagyan nyo ng exponent. Pipiliin nyo yung mas malaki sa dalawa. Si S minus 2 dito is to the first, dito is to the first. So, walang mas malaki, pareho lang sila. So, yun din yung gagamitin nyo dito. Okay? Tapos, yung mga unique na, hindi na naulit, ita-times nyo lang dito sa S minus 2. Which is yung kay S plus 2, di ba? Yan. So, ito yung LCD. So, pagkahanap nyo ng LCD, S minus 2 times S plus 2, so, LCD divided by the denominator muna ng first fraction. So, makakancel nyo si S minus 2. Matitira is S plus 2 na lang. Tapos, times the numerator 1, S plus 2. Then, copy yung operation in between minus. Next, LCD divided by yung denominator naman ng second fraction. So, makakancel lahat. Bale, 1 ang sagot pag dinivide. So, yung 1 times mo sa numerator 3, 3. Then, limit as S approaches to from the left. So, simplifying, sa numerator, pwede nyong i-combine yung 2 minus 3. Bale, S plus 2 minus 3, negative 1. Over S minus 2 times S plus 2. Limit as S approaches to from the left. Pwede nyo na yung i-direct substitute sa S. So, bale, 2 minus 1 over 2 from the left minus 2, 2 from the left plus 2. So, sa numerator, 2 minus 1, 1. Over sa denominator, di ba kanina yung 2 from the left minus 2 is approaching 0 from the left. Kasi 1.99999 minus 2, approaching 0 through negative values. Negative value yung 1.9 minus 2, di ba? Tapos dito naman, add mo lang yan, 2 plus 2, 4. So, bale, 1 over 0, approaching 0 through negative values times 4, magsi-0 through negative values pa rin yun. So, pwede ba siyang maging infinite limit? Yes, kasi constant yung numerator tapos approaching 0 yung denominator. So, automatic infinite limit yan. Pero anong sign? Positive or negative? So, rule of division, integer. So, positive yung numerator divided by negative yung denominator. Negative, di ba? So, negative infinity. So, ang sagot is negative infinity. Okay, so nakasolve tayo ngayon ng 10 problems pa lang. Sige, tutuloy ko pa to. Magkakaroon pa to ng part 2. More problems pa tayo para ma-master nyo pa. So, abangan nyo yung part 2 netong topic, infinite limits. So, subscribe lang kayo guys sa ating YouTube channel, Engineered Math, para mapanood nyo yung mga video tutorials ko. Hit nyo yung notification bell para manonotify kayo pag may mga bago akong ina-upload na video. So, ililink ko na lang sa description yung mga past video tutorials ko for calculus, differential calculus, pati yung pinaka-playlist na rin ng differential calculus para mapanood nyo lahat ng mga videos ko simula sa unang lesson hanggang sa dulo para meron na kayong pwedeng gawing guide para sa lahat ng mga lessons nyo for the whole subject na DIFCAL. So, sunod-sunod na yon, pwede nyo nang i-binge watch, i-marathon kapag kailangan nyong mag-review or mag-advance study. So, good luck sa mga nagtitake ng Calculus 1. differential calculus. So, kayang-kaya nyo yan basta mag-aaral lang mabuti and magpa-practice kayong mag-solve ng maraming problem. So, panoorin nyo lang palagi yung video tutorials ko sa YouTube, Engineered Math YouTube channel. Hanapin nyo Differential Calculus playlist. Okay, so see you on my next video tutorial. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.